Hey, what's up, you guys? So I started my YouTube channel and life hit me hard, so I haven't been able to really record or do anything with my channel. At first I wasn't recording anything because I got my tongue pierced and I was talking super funny for a few days, and then it healed up and I was planning on doing some videos. Say hi. I was planning on doing some videos, and then my son got sick, or not sick, but something happened, and we're in the hospital right now in San Francisco. As you can see, he's his normal self right now, and I look like crap because it's been a long few days and I'm exhausted. He just woke up from a nap, so he is all energized. But just like a quick rundown, I guess. His blood pressure's dropped really low, and he wasn't acting like himself. He was just tired and not wanting to play and not wanting to get out of bed and sleeping a lot. And checking his blood pressures. For those of you who know what normal blood pressures are, he usually sits around 90s systolic, which is the top number on a blood pressure. And he was in the 40s, and so that gets really bad. Okay, the nurse forgot to turn off his machine, so I did it for her. But yeah, we were in Pismo the day that his blood pressures dropped really low, and we went to a hospital out there. His nephrologist advised us to go straight to the ER instead of trying to drive up to San Francisco from there. And so they flew us over here. And when he got here, of course, as Austin always does, everything just went back to normal. His blood pressure shot up. I mean, the other hospital did help a lot. They gave him some fluids and started him on antibiotics just in case it was an infection. So the hospital did do some stuff, but I think I need better lighting, so I'm gonna open this curtain right here. Hold on. So his blood pressures went back to like the 90s when we got here, but he drops his blood pressures at night while he's asleep, while he's on dialysis, and he's always done that like forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Even at home, he always drops pretty low. I think because he's in such a deep sleep, and then the dialysis is constantly shooting in fluid and taking out fluid and stuff like that. So while we've been here, they've been monitoring his blood pressures at night, and sometimes he'll drop, to like the 60s. And for every other kid in this world, that's not normal, but for him, that's his normal. And they have been a little difficult about that, about as far as letting us leave to go back home. And we were supposed to go yesterday, and then we were supposed to leave today, and now they're saying tomorrow. I mean, his blood pressures are like totally fine right now, like just to prove it to you. His last blood pressure, oh, this might be backwards because I can't change the camera. So his last blood pressure, yeah, it's backwards. It was 102/46. That's actually a little high. Not like whoa high, but like, I mean, it's higher than 90s, which is good because 90s is normal. And we're in this hospital. There's something called the teacup, which is a unit. It's called transitional care unit. Pretty much the unit you go to go home. So he was in the PICU, the ICU, for the time he was here. And I mean, they weren't doing anything in there. The first day he was on a few things like epinephrine and just some stuff to help him with his blood pressures. And then it got to the point where he wasn't on the monitor anymore. They took him off. They stopped checking his blood pressure during the day because they were fine. They weren't watching, they weren't going in. I was just doing everything like as if I was home. His dialysis I did as if I was home. Feeding him I did as if I was home. Just everything as if I was home. It was just not easy because he is a very active kid. He's gonna be 2, and he wants to run around, he wants to crawl, he wants to play, and in a hospital you can't really do that. You know, he was restricted to this crib right here. A crib like that, you know, I can't just put him in there, have him, you know, stand up and, you know, walk away, like to go to the restroom or to sit down and do some homework or anything like that, or study. Because he had multiple lines, like there's something called a central line. He has a port right here, and that's where you connect a line, and you could take blood from it, or you can put medications through it. And so he was connected to that, and they were just dripping, I think it was like saline, or I'm not sure what it was, just to keep the line open. It wasn't anything that he needed. And so he had that on, and he kept stepping on it and yanking it, and like it could rip out, so I couldn't just let him be in there and walk away for a second. So it was difficult. It's just difficult being here. It's a little different today that we're in the transitional care unit because it's a bigger room, huge. There's a restroom in here so I can shower, and then there's a big TV, and in the ICU there's a small TV, and it doesn't have too much stuff on there. There's like a select amount of show or movies, but he will not watch anything other than Sesame Street. Like if I want to get a little break and just chill for a little bit, I need to put Sesame Street on, and if anything else is on, like that was the struggle in the PICU. Like I could not walk away from him. He was not distracted. He just wanted to jump, crawl, run around. And over here, the big TV, I have Sesame Street playing in the back. And then the lifesaver, I brought the playpen from Family House. So I have him in there. And then he is, right. Watching Sesame Street. Jeez, that's bright. And it's kind of a little bit better, you know. He's still getting a little bit frustrated that he's not able to crawl around and walk around and stuff. But it's better than yesterday and the day before. It was just so exhausting, and it was tough. It's even more frustrating and exhausting because, you know, he can go home and they're really kind of not letting us. And what we're waiting for today, actually, his hemoglobin, I said it, okay, is pretty low. And so he's been getting labs routinely while he's been here. And since he's been here, it's been low, and they barely mentioned something this morning about it as we were supposed to leave. And so yeah, they want to watch him another 24 hours to see if his levels will change. What they can do about his hemoglobin level is they can up his Epogen dose. And so at home, he gets an Epogen injection, and he's been getting that once a week, and I do it every Monday. And so to get his levels up, they're telling me to do it twice a week now. So we're gonna start doing it twice a week, and hopefully his levels go up. So the last update I had was a couple hours ago saying that they were gonna up his dose to 2 times a week. And if tomorrow his level's still low, they're thinking about a blood transfusion, which I'm opposed to, but if he needs it, he needs it. I think we could just wait. So yeah, hopefully I wake up in the morning and everything's fine. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get labs again at like 4 in the morning. I'm hoping they at least look better because I want to get him out of San Francisco already. I want to get him home, especially because, what is today? I can't even tell. March 17th. Wow. His birthday's in 5 days. It's just so crazy. He's gonna be 2 in like 5 days. He got so big, but I'm just really hoping we're not in the hospital for his 2nd birthday because it's gonna be terrible if we are. It's just we have no reason to be here. That's why I'm frustrated, you know? Like, I love this hospital. They did so much for us during his previous hospital stays. He was here. The first time he was here, right when he was born, he stayed here for 10 months. And during those 10 months, you know, I met so many people. He gained so much family. And this was his home for 10 months, you know? He never set foot out of the hospital. And it's just crazy to think, like, everything was just so different. And I think everything's just so much worse right now just because of the coronavirus and all the restrictions the hospital has. Like, I can't even go down to the cafeteria. They're making such a big deal. Can't even go get a coffee. Like, his nurse came in here like an hour ago. She only comes in here, so in the teacup, the nurses only come in like every 4 hours just to check what's, you know, like a blood pressure. Other than that, you don't see him at all. And so when she came in here, I was like, I'm really, really tired. Can I please go down to the cafeteria and get a coffee? Like, can you please watch him for like 5 minutes? Like, I'll run. And she was like, oh, are you sure? Like, you know, and then she ended up saying like, okay, I'll watch him for a second. Go ahead and go get a coffee. I literally freaking sped walk. I don't know. But practically ran down to the cafeteria just to get a coffee. I'm hungry, I'm tired. It's just a frustrating hospital visit this time. And then he's supposed to get a kidney transplant next month. It was supposed to be mid-April was what we were shooting for. Well, the first one, it was supposed to be in December, but I think he didn't quite reach the height requirement, and then in January, it was supposed to be in January. They wanted to push it back because of flu season, and so we pushed it back all the way to April. And then I got a call this morning because he's almost done with all of his testing. He needed one more test, and that was to check on his bladder because he only peed, I think, twice when he was born. And then they took out his kidneys. Like, his kidneys were completely not working anymore. So yeah, they want to check on his bladder, and that appointment was supposed to be March 30th. And then after that March 30th appointment, we were supposed to get a date. We were supposed to schedule a date, like an exact date, and plan how everything was gonna go. And then I got a call this morning from the urologist, and they said because of the coronavirus, they're canceling all procedures, surgeries, unnecessary surgeries, and outpatient visits for the next 4 weeks. So in 4 weeks, I can call and make an appointment. And that appointment with the urologist, I waited a month for. And so I don't know when his transplant's gonna be now. And that's if, you know, we're able to schedule it in 4 weeks. Because in 4 weeks, if everything's still the way it is right now, it's just gonna be longer and longer and longer and longer. And when I say unnecessary surgeries, it's frustrating to think of his kidney transplant as an unnecessary surgery, but as of right now, it kind of is. I mean, people can live on dialysis for a while, and he's not sick to the point where his dialysis isn't working anymore and he needs a transplant ASAP. Like, he can wait, but his dialysis is working fine and he can stay on dialysis for a while. And so it's hard, you know. He's been on dialysis for 2 years now, almost 2 years, you know, when his birthday comes up, and it's exhausting. It's tough, you know. So when it was getting close to transplant time, like, it was like a huge relief, you know. He was almost gonna be normal, quote unquote. He was just gonna need his G-tube feedings, and, you know, it's not a big deal. And then after transplant, they were thinking he was gonna want to be more interested in eating foods and stuff. So I was hoping he wasn't gonna need his G-tube for too much longer. But it just doesn't look like any of that's gonna be soon. I'm still gonna talk to his kidney doctors and his main nurse. Hopefully maybe tomorrow. Today was supposed to be our huge appointment for his dialysis, but since he's in the hospital, they're gonna postpone it till next Tuesday, so we have to come back up to San Francisco next Tuesday. So we'll see what they say. But the transplant coordinator said that they wouldn't schedule a surgery until we had the urologist look at his bladder, and we can't do that anytime soon. So it's just been frustrating. I've been stressed, I've been tired. This was a good distraction right now. Just venting on camera, on video, I don't know. But as far as making videos, I mean, I guess we'll see how long we're in the hospital. After we leave, we're kind of restricted to the apartment till all this kind of blows over, which sucks because his birthday is on Sunday, and had some stuff planned for Saturday so he can see all of his family, but kind of can't go anywhere anymore. So come say hi. Say hi. Look at, hey, 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 hey. Say hi, Austin. Wave. Oh, but yeah, as far as making videos, since we're gonna be kind of stuck at home for a while, I don't know how long everything's gonna happen or everything's gonna go on. I have a lot of time to make videos. And then I also found out that I can't schedule, well, so far, I can't schedule my NREMT until after April 16th. So a month away, and so I really wanted to take my NREMT this week or next week, just because all the information is fresh in my head, and hearing that we can't schedule it until April 16th, like as of right now, like it may be pushed back because of everything. If anything doesn't get better, it's gonna be pushed back, as with everything else. All these dates are kind of temporary, like the school's closing and everything like that. You know, these dates can just continue to be pushed back, and I just don't know how well I'm gonna do on my test if it just keeps getting pushed back. So I've been studying here and there, but my life is busy, you know. I have this one and all his medical stuff I worry about every day, and you know, I don't have the time to study every single day, and that's why I wanted to take my test so fast, and now I can't. So it's just a frustrating time for a lot of people, and I'm just hoping it gets better soon and everything can go back to normal soon, because the world is kind of to shit right now and it sucks. I think my main thing is just he can't get a kidney soon, and you know, everything is going on track, and I'm so stressed. So stressed. And another thing I'm stressed out about is can't find any damn Clorox wipes anywhere. I use Clorox wipes for his medical stuff, and they're nowhere to be found. There's another mom with a daughter on. I think that's pretty loud on my camera. I'm gonna wait till the theme song is over. Yeah, I don't know where I left off. My phone died. I'm just gonna go ahead and end this video here, and update you guys once, I guess once he's out of the hospital, or if we have to stay longer, I'll update you sooner. Let's just hope we get out of the hospital soon, so we can get him back to Fresno and have him safe at home for now. And we'll see what happens from there. So again, I have nothing on my face. It's been a long few days. My next video will be better than this. I just, like I said, I didn't like that I wasn't posting at all. So yeah, I just wanted to get a video up there. So I'm gonna edit this. Hopefully it's today's. Oh, whoa, whoa. You're so cute. You're so cute. You got a beautiful smile. Come look at the camera. Smile at the camera. Whoa. Smile. Look at. Who's that? Who's that? I love you. But I don't even know what I was saying. Yeah, I don't remember what I was saying, but oh yeah, no, it's Tuesday, so if I'm not too busy right now and he's just watching TV, maybe I'll edit the video right now, but that takes a while. So I mean, hopefully it's up by this week. We'll see. If not, I'll let you guys know some way, somehow. So yeah, just like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and say bye. And I will see you guys next time. Say bye. Bye. Kisses. Mwah. Yay! Okay, bye you guys.